We're a couple of weeks into the new year, and something that is always associated with the start of New Year's are goals. People set goals to go to the gym, eat better, be more outgoing, and all that kind of different stuff. But I used to actually subscribe to that idea of New Year resolutions and starting your new life once the calendar resets. But as of the past few years, I kind of let go of that. Now, I know this isn't a fresh take, this isn't anything groundbreaking. I believe we all know that time is arbitrary. There's nothing special in the air on January 1st that wasn't already there the day before. But I think it's fine to set goals for yourself no matter what time of year you come up with it. All that matters is that you actually stick with it. And I kind of wanted to talk about goals and not necessarily goals in itself, but just like, I don't know how to articulate it, but what I guess I'm trying to say is your goals should be set for yourself and by yourself only. And you really shouldn't be sharing those goals with anyone else. You should want to accomplish things for yourself and not the approval of other people. Because everyone else, they're not going to be sharing the same goals as you. And everyone has expectations of their own. So chances are what is so heavy on you and what you really want others to notice may not weigh that much to them. Now, it's fine if you tell people for the sake of holding yourself accountable, but I'm mainly talking in the sense of sharing everything about yourself with others for no other reason than to present yourself a certain way to them. This is something I still catch myself doing sometimes, just letting everyone know all of my plans and giving people timelines on when I expect to be done with everything. These are things that people really don't need to know. Because when you give people these timelines, you give people these plans that you say you're going to do in the heat of the moment, when that doesn't happen or something goes wrong, that's not something you can deal with by yourself anymore. You're going to have to explain it multiple times to people. You're going to be asked questions. You're going to feel embarrassed and bad for yourself. It's going to be awkward, as opposed to just attempting things privately and then handling it accordingly by yourself and trying again later. I know I've had times where I had big plans that I was excited to go through with, and I told everyone. Back at my old crappy airport job, I wanted to leave so bad, and I actually got an offer for a job at a bank. I was going to be a little bank teller, and the pay was going to be noticeably better. The hours would have been better, and it was super promising. And I was just letting everyone know. I was flexing that I was about to get out of that hellhole. I was telling all my bosses, I was telling the coworkers to not get too cozy with me being there in about 2 weeks because I'll be out of there. And I got the interview, and then I got a second follow-up, and I was updating everyone. I was already speaking as if I got it, and I ended up not getting it because once the bank found out how far I actually lived from it, it didn't want to give me that position anymore, even though I was telling them that I was more than willing to just drive. And a couple of weeks went by, and all my coworkers were asking me what happened to this better opportunity that I was talking about. Why am I still here? What happened to this oh so great job that I had lined up? And I just had to tell the story so many times, and I just felt bad every single time that I had to retell it. And I stayed at that job for another few months, and those few months were the worst because I already set my mind to think I'd be out of there by then. So time would just be super slow, but also I was embarrassed because people saw this side of me that was just naive and arrogant. The best advice I can give, even though nobody asked for it, is to be private with what you want. And if you have to share it, be super selective. Your goals and expectations are your own, so push for those things, and when you feel you made it and are satisfied, then share and celebrate with others. Because with new goals, when you want to try new things, very rarely are you going to get it right the first time. So it's just best to save your breath and keep your head down until you get it right. Thank you so much for hearing me. Thank you for watching. I hope someone gets something from this. Take care and be well.